Welcome one and all to my channel. I am your friendly neighborhood extraterrestrial, and for my first video, I decided to go with some low-hanging fruit, or nuts in this case. Today we are looking at a video that claims that peanut butter is the atheist's worst nightmare. I bet Ray Comfort would like to stick his banana in that claim.
I would say this: any theory on the origin of life on the Earth, or any other planet as far as that's concerned, is a fairy tale.
You came to the right alien for this topic, my dude. I am from another planet, and I can say that the theory of evolution is pretty much correct, bar a few small details that you all will get eventually. But needless to say, your scientific community is on the right track.
A fairy tale, pure and simple. Life from non-life, apart from God's direct intervention, is a fairy tale. But despite that obvious truth, evolutionists continue to build their supposedly scientific case on a foundation that virtually rules out everything that follows after it.
Well, 2 humans versus 1 alien, there's gotta be some convincing reason between the 2 of them. When addressing the ideas of life coming from non-life, I can only assume that you mean the human study of abiogenesis. You realize the Miller-Urey experiment and the ones that followed it showed that you can create organic compounds from inorganic compounds when energy is added. I will concede that the Miller-Urey experiment didn't come up with the exact proteins needed for what you humans call DNA and RNA, but the idea is there. Keep trying, and I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually. Also, having the ability to stay on topic is crucial in these conversations. Are we talking about abiogenesis, or are we talking about evolution? You do realize they are different topics, right?
Evolution teaches that energy, such as lightning or heat, plus matter, can occasionally create new life. Yet our entire food industry rests on the fact that this can never happen. If we examine a jar of peanut butter, it contains matter and is exposed to light and heat. But we never find new life inside unless an outside life contaminates it.
I see no evidence that the atmosphere of your planet was ever made of peanut butter, however delicious that may sound. Also, a lot of the food you eat required evolution to make specific changes to make the food more palatable to your species. I'm looking at you, Ray Comfort Banana Man. Not to mention, there are 3 of you humans now. I mean, bring it on. Your army of butterbrains cannot alter the facts of the reality that we all live in.
If the theory of evolution was viable, then I should, occasionally, by subjecting this to energy, end up having new life.
A 4th dude now? Considering it takes a little over 500 nuts to make a 12-ounce jar of the nut butter, I doubt your industrial methods take more than a few days to inspect and process the stuff. The process of life takes much, much longer than it does to make a jar of peanut butter. Please try again.
Now we go down to the store, and if I open this jar of peanut butter, maybe not often, but on some occasion, I should find new life inside. And so, when we open the jar of peanut butter, we look in there, there's no new life. And aren't you glad, okay?
Makes me question whether or not these guys think that peanut butter comes from plants that grow literal jars of peanut butter. How do you think evolution can affect something you produce as a result of a specific process? One of the first things that come to mind is the meatiness of the nuts. But even then, that only really affects how many nuts are needed for a jar. There are surely more, but none of these things that come to mind really change how peanut butter is made.
Now, you may smile at this, but hopefully you'll never forget it.
You're right. I will never forget the pure lack of understanding you have in not only the peanut butter making process, but the lack of understanding you have in what your scientist kind refers to as abiogenesis, which, by the way, is different from evolution. Come on, dude. Evolution explains the mechanism that causes life on your planet, funny enough, mine too, to change over time. A long fucking time.
Because you and I conduct collectively, over 1 billion experiments every year, and we've done that for virtually 100 years. And we never encounter new life.
So you're totally ignoring the study you humans call zoology? You realize new species are discovered every day? Even on my planet, there are places in life we haven't discovered. It's nearly impossible to say you've collectively discovered and categorized every single life form on your planet. Not many other species in our galaxy have.
In fact, the entire food industry of the world depends on the fact that evolution doesn't happen.
Evolution happens, and you didn't even address a single point that people who study evolution claim. I blame this on either a misunderstanding of evolution versus abiogenesis or pure dishonesty. I'm surprised some of you humans still cling to what seems to be called a divine power or a god. I realize the influence it seems to give you over other humans, but this definitely fits the description of what you would call primitive. I realize this video is older, but it doesn't seem like understandings have updated much in quite some time, especially from the videos I've seen. And I've seen a lot of videos. I mean, a lot. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my channel. I greatly appreciate it. If you like what you saw and want to see more out of this world content, then subscribe, hit the bell, and thumbs up this video. Feel free to drop some memes by my Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Links in the description below.